Welcome to Riko's reading room. Today I'll read an educational book called Marry Wrightly, So Politely. I hope you love it! Marry Wrightly, So Politely by Shirin Bridges. Marry Wrightly was a good, polite little girl who spoke in a small, soft voice. Whenever she asked for something, Marry Wrightly would so politely say, "Please." She always so politely said thank you, and sometimes even thank you very much. Mary's voice was so small and soft, she often had to say things more than once. "My name is Mary and I have a baby brother," Mary said softly. "Mary, please speak up," said her teacher. Mary tried. "My name is Mary and I have a baby brother," she said just a little louder. When Mary's baby brother was nearly a year old, Mary asked her mother to take her to the toy store. She wanted to buy him a birthday present. On the bus, Mary Wrightly gave her seat to an old lady. "Thank you," said the old lady. "You're welcome," said Mary Wrightly so politely. She didn't complain when a boy stepped on her toe. In fact, Mary Wrightly so politely said, "I'm sorry." When Mary and her mother reached the toy store, it was very crowded. They had to squeeze themselves in the door, and who did they find inside but their neighbor, Mrs. Giles? As her mother and Mrs. Giles chatted, Mary waited, trying to keep out of everybody's way. "Oof, excuse me," said Mary Wrightly so politely as a handbag bonked her on the head. "Oh, I'm sorry," said Mary Wrightly so politely, squashing herself against the shelf to let a man pass. That's when Mary spotted a teddy bear. It was the perfect gift for her baby brother. But just as she reached for it, a pair of hands whisked it away. "Excuse me," said Mary Wrightly so politely, but the girl simply walked off with the teddy bear. Mary knew it was not polite to sulk. With a little sigh, she looked around. Up on the highest shelf, she spotted a fluffy duck. "Excuse me, Mama," said Mary Wrightly so politely. She took her mother's hand and gave it a little squeeze. "Mama, there's a duck up there," she said. But before her mother could look, the duck was gone. Mary knew that it was not polite to sulk. And Mary knew that making a scene was even worse. So she bit her bottom lip and blinked back her disappointment. "Don't worry, Mary," said her mother. "We'll find something else for your brother." Then she went back to talking to Mrs. Giles. But now, when Mary looked around, the shelves were no longer full of toys. "Mama," said Mary Wrightly so politely, and this time she tugged her mother's hand. "Just one more second, Mary," said her mother. That's when Mary turned and saw it. The little blue elephant had round, pink cheeks just like the elephants Mary and her mother had carefully painted on the walls of her brother's room. And it had a sweet smile, just like her baby brother. But just as she reached for it, a lady stepped up and took it. "Excuse me," said Mary Wrightly so politely. "Excuse me," Mary said a little louder. "Excuse me, but that blue elephant is for my baby brother." "Oh," said the lady, "I'm so sorry." She handed the elephant to Mary. "Thank you," said Mary Wrightly so politely. "I'm sorry for raising my voice." "That's quite all right," said the lady. "I didn't see you there. I'm sure your brother will like this elephant very much." "Thank you," repeated Mary Wrightly. Her mother knelt beside her. "I think it's perfect," she said. So Mary took the blue elephant home on the bus. "That's a lovely elephant," said an old gentleman. "Thank you very much, sir," said Mary Wrightly so politely. "Can I see that elephant?" asked the little girl. "Of course," said Mary Wrightly so politely. "It's a birthday present for my baby brother." At home, Mary ran straight to her brother's room and dangled the blue elephant over his crib. The elephant smiled down at her baby brother. Her baby brother smiled up at the elephant. "Happy birthday! I really hope you like it," said Mary Wrightly so politely. "Ma-ga-ga!" said her baby brother. The end. If you like my video, please hit the subscribe button down below. Thank you. Have an awesome day. See you soon.